About a year ago, I stood up here talking after Kevin Kennedy from the school and saying how we needed to form a manufacturing coalition to address some of the workforce issues we're seeing in the workplace. Since that time, we did form a coalition, and we formed a steering committee made up of both manufacturers, the chamber, and a lot of the educators in the area. That steering committee is made up by myself from BD, Sterling Engineering, Dymax Corporation, Alcoa Howmet, Sites, B&B, Fuel Cell Energies, Altech Electronics, Homer Bronson, West State Mechanical, Oliver Wilkett Tech, Northwest Community College, Torrington School Systems, and the Chamber of Commerce. I'd also like to thank Lauren to be our secretary. I thanked her last night at another event, but she does a great job for us in the Chamber, obviously for the support you give. Since that time, we have developed a mission, and our mission is to build a sustainable partnership between education and the manufacturing industry. We formed a great relationship with our schools. Gerald Clocko is here from the Torrington School System, the big show we have from the folks from Northwest Community College. Since that launch, we had talked about the pre-manufacturing program. We've graduated 12 students in our second cohort from the pre-manufacturing program. 8 of those students have found employment in the area. We currently have 10 students going through the system now. But what we've done as manufacturers, we've helped with that program. We've been involved in curriculum reviews, we've given plant tours, provided job shadows, and provided resources to teach courses within that program. Those courses are blueprint reading, manufacturing math, manufacturing concepts, measurement, lean, and interviewing skills. So folks from industries have come in and helped teach our next generation. We've also developed a manufacturing job list, and we identified 59 different positions within manufacturing, from basic entry-level operation all the way up to senior chemists with advanced degrees at Dymax and other places in the area. 59 jobs, different jobs that people can be prepared for, from right out of high school to going to graduate schools. Within that too, most of the manufacturers in the area will provide education dollars for folks to go back to school, to get their advanced degrees. So it's critically important that we are involved with the education system. We're definitely on the right track. A couple articles that came out just recently from a Boston consulting group. Companies are not doing enough to cultivate a new generation of skilled manufacturing workers in the U.S. It's not the school's responsibility. It's not our governor and the government's responsibility to educate our workforce on what we need as manufacturers to be successful. We've done it year in and year out. We know what we need to do to be successful, but we need to be the ones reaching out. There's a skills gap in high schools. Basic fundamentals from the schools, but we need to add industry-specific training, which is what we're reaching back to. I still think back to the time I met with Cheryl Clocko, the superintendent of Torrington, and what's manufacturing? A lot of good programs at the schools, but didn't have an understanding of what we did here. And just the small amount of people we have here in manufacturing is just a small amount that we have in the area. I've heard upwards of 400 manufacturers in the area, and we're just a small portion of that. The basics have become a problem. That article came out, I saw that. Soft skills, communications, critical thinking, creativity, and collaboration. I saw that article come out. I shared it with the steering committee. And within 5 minutes, Leona, she sent out, this is what we're doing about it. This is what our course teaches. We teach anywhere from, I have it here. What was it? We teach, upon completion of this course, participants will be able to differentiate between effective and ineffective job readiness skills, utilize skills necessary to meet the basic expectations of the workforce, identify and utilize fair, effective communication techniques, among many other things. But that was within 5 minutes. We know, we're starting to understand what we each need. And when we talk together, the more we talk together, the better it becomes. We're going to continue with this, continue to support to drive our programs into the schools. Drive that interest to the lowest levels. Drive it down into both our students, our educators, and their parents. To let them know that there is a good job and a good career for folks out in manufacturing, especially here in Northwest Connecticut. We got to get that message out. I thank everybody for coming. I'm going to turn it over to the governor now for his comments, and then I'm sure he's going to take questions. So thank you very much for coming, and look forward to your future support. Thank you.